Good morning students. Welcome to Sheba online class. So in the previous class you would have understand, I hope so. So today let us see the chapter 3. Okay. So chapter 3, name of the lesson is production analysis. So today we are going to learn about the production analysis. So what is production? Whatever the products, everything we produce and we sell in the market, that everything only you are going to see in this through this lesson. Okay. So production is a process of various material and immaterial input in order to make output for consumption. I told you consumption means that consumer whatever we buy, that everything, the products, everything. So the production, it is a process of varial, means the product if you have to produce means we use the materials, everything. Okay, so then only we can prepare a product and we can sell in the market. That is the process they have given. So the production is a process of various material, immaterial input in order to make output. If you put the product for the raw materials, everything input only, then last we can prepare a product and we can sell. That one we get the output of the product. That is mentioned in this one. Okay. So second one, production process create economic well-being. Correct. Production means the production whatever we produce. Okay. Process of it. It create the economic well-being. Economic means financial well-being. Okay. So third one, the satisfaction of needs originates from the output. Yes, whenever we produce the products, everything, then it comes in a final touch. If it looks attractive, everything means then it will be the satisfaction, means that we get the output of it. Okay. So production is the result of cooperation. Yes, really. If whatever the product if you have to produce means only one single person we can't do it. We need a cooperation. That means labor is required, raw materials is required, land is required, that everything is required. That means that is for the cooperation only. Okay. So last one, the four factors of production they have given. What are the four factors of the production? One is land, second one is labor, third one is capital and organization. So whole in this we are going to learn about the land, labor, capital and organization. Okay. So this is the introduction of the production they have given. So what is the introduction? The process of various material we use and immaterial, from that we put the input and we gain the output. Okay. So second one, it creates the production, creates the economic well-being. Third one, for the satisfaction of the originates from the output, means whatever we produce. Okay. So then the last the one is the result of the cooperation, means the cooperation is required for the production. Then four factors they have given, that is land, labor, capital and organization. Okay. I hope you would have understand this one. So let us see the futures of the factors of the production. Futures of the factors of production. So factors of production means resources used in the process of production for commodity. That means whatever the resources we use for the process of the production to produce the product, everything, the process it is. So that is required of the commodities. Okay. Then there are four types they have explained. So they have given the explanation for the four types. First one they have explained about the labor, land. Second one it is about the labor. Third capital and then organization or enterprise that they have given. So here land represent natural resources. What does the land represent? It represents the natural resources. So you may think what are the natural resources? They have given soil, minerals, mineral deposits, seas, rivers, natural forest, fisheries, everything it is given as the whatever that natural resources. Clear? Means natural land represent natural resources. The land whatever it represent the natural resources. For the natural resources they have given soil, mineral deposits, seas, rivers, natural forest, fisheries, everything. Okay students, I hope you would have understand this one. Let us move to the next one. We saw about the land. Now let us see about the labor. Okay. So labor represent human resources. What does the labor represent? The human resources. So together these two factors are called the primary factors of production. That means which is the two factors? land and the labor. Okay, in the land what we saw, it is about the natural resources, everything we saw in the land. Okay, so in the labor what did we saw? About the human resources. This land resources and human resources together is known as the primary factors of production. Is it clear, children? Okay, so we saw about the land and the labor. Land means what I told you, natural resources, and then labor means what I told you, human resources. This land resources and human resources is known as the primary factors of the production. So please keep it in your mind, this one. Is it clear about this one, children? Now let us see this one. Move next to the next one. These two factors produce some units of goods for the purpose of the consumption. Which two factors that we saw about the land and the labor? These are the two factors. They produce some units, means some units of goods. That means goods, you know, that are raw materials, by everything we used about the some products, everything for the purpose of the consumption, means for the selling process. Okay, so consumption of these goods take place, there is possibility of some of these goods getting left over. Yes, for example, whatever the products you have produced and you have sold in the market and it is over, means again what did we do? Again we used to produce the product of the goods. Okay, so thus saving is production minus consumption. So the process is everything what it is given. There is the saving is the production, that means minus to the consumption, means we the consume whatever we purchase it. But this saved amount is called as capital. That means this serving for as for the production it is given, no. So this is said as to be the capital, that you have saved amount as an capital. Okay, so which serves as an investment in the production process. That means here it is giving whatever the saving for the production is given, and the consumption means whatever the product or everything we produce with that we purchase it. And that saving, it is second one, it is said about the capital. Capital means investment also they have said. For which it is the investment? For the production process. Whatever the production, the product, everything, whatever they used to produce, for that only, the process of that only they said. Okay, now let us move to the next one. Also, organization or enterprise is a special form of labor. Which is a special form of labor? The organization and enterprise. This is the special form of a labor. Okay. So, the third and the fourth factor are called secondary factor of production. So, already we saw what is the primary factor of the production. I said that is land and labor. Yes or not? Land, labor, capital, and then what I said, organization, that we saw. So land is an natural resources, I said. Labor, it is an human resources. So this two is known as the primary sectors, I said. So third and fourth, it is given about the capital and organization. This capital and the organization is known as the secondary factor of the production. Is it clear, children? Now they have given about the land, labor, capital, organization or enterprise. So they are going to briefly explain about the land. So I will explain you about the land differently, capital, labor and then enterprise, everything separately as a brief. Let us see. Okay, now let us see about briefly about the land. In ordinary sense, land refers to the soil or the surface of the earth or ground. You all know very well. Land, okay. So that means what it is there? Soil it is there, that sand, soil. And then the surface of the earth or the ground we say as a land. So but in economic, land means all gifts of nature owned and controlled by human beings which yield an income. Real land, it is gift of the God only, but everything who control this everything, human resources, means we all only, the human beings, we are that. So we only control the land, everything we purchase it, some of them they sell it, that everything like that process. Okay, so land is the original sources of all material wealth also the land. So the economic prosperity of your country depends on the richness of our natural resources. The land it is determined, it is considered regarding to the natural resources of the land. Okay, so the quality and quantity of agriculture wealth are determined by the nature of soil, climate and rainfall. So if you purchase the land for the agriculture means whatever we see, whether the soil is proper, whether it is fit for the agriculture, and the climate also, and about the rainfall also. But we can't consider that rainfall everything, but soil they used to see whether it is fit for the agriculture, whether if you put the seeds it will grow or what, that everything they used to check. Okay, the agriculture products are the basis of trade and industry. Yes, agriculture, whatever the maybe rice, wheat, whatever they produce, whatever it is the basis for the trade. Not only we keep in India, only we send for the other places, other states also, everything. Okay, so industry survives on the availability of coal mines or waterfall for the electricity production. Yeah, you would have studied that hydroelectricity, that water, from the water we produce the electricity, that also. So hence all aspects of the economic life like agriculture, trade and industry are generally influenced by the natural resources. So this everything, whatever may be the agriculture, trade and industries, or generally this everything is influenced in the natural resources. This is called as the land in economics. Okay, I hope you would be clear in this one. Now let us see the characteristic of the land, whatever they given. Land is a primary factor of production. Land is a passive factor of production. Land is the free gift of nature. Yes, that is the gift from the nature only. So land has no cost of production. So land is fixed in supply. It is an inelasticity in supply. Land is permanent. Yes, it is permanent only. It can't move. And then land is immovable. Land is heterogeneous as it differs in the fertility. Yes, if you put the rice, wheat, then the soil of that it may be different. And if you put the groundnut, everything, sugar cane, everything means that is also differ to that soil. Okay, that fertility also. Land has alternative uses. Yes, the land I told you just now, not only for the rice, we can use the land for either other purpose also. In the land also you can build the houses also. Okay, so land is a subjective of the law of diminishing returns. Okay, so this everything they have explained about the land. Now let us see the labor. Labor is the active factors of the production. Really, labor means those who work. Workers only we say as an labor. They are the main factors of the production. Yes, whatever you want to produce, even though we use for the machines also, for that also to operate everything, labors are required, means workers are required. So they play an important role in the production. In common, labor means manual labor or unskilled work. Real manual means those who work without the machines, everything. You can see for the construction sites, everything you see means they used to break the stones, everything with the hammers. Those who work without the machines, everything we say as a manual work. Okay. So, but in economic, the term labor has a wider meaning. But in economic, if you see, for the labor, they have given the wider meaning. What it is, let us see. Labor refers to any work undertaken for securing an income or reward. Real only. The laborers, those who work, why they work? For the reward. What is the reward? They are not going to give the gold medal or nothing. Reward means they used to get as an wages, means salary, money. Such work may be manual or intellectual. For example, the work done by an agriculture worker or a cook or a rickshaw puller or a mason in manual. That means manual means for what they have given, those who work in the agriculture, vyavasayam, okay, va? And then cook, so those who prepare the food, everything, the cook we say. And then rickshaw puller, rickshaw எழுத்துட்டு போறவங்க, ஓகேவா? மேன்சன் மீன்ஸ் இந்த வீடு கட்டடங்கள் கட்டுறவங்க. இவங்க எல்லாரையுமே நம்ம மேனுவல்னு சொல்லுவோம். The work of a doctor or a teacher or a engineer is intellectual. ஒரு டாக்டரையோ ஒரு டீச்சரையோ ஒரு இன்ஜினியரையோ நம்ம என்ன சொல்கிறோம், இன்டலெக்சுவல்னு சொல்கிறோம், ஓகேவா? ஸோ இன் ஷார்ட், லேபர் இன் எக்கனாமிக்ஸ் ரெஃபர்ஸ் டு எனி டைப் ஆஃப் ஒர்க் performed by a labor of earning as income. ஓகேவா? இவங்களும் லேபர்னு தான் நம்ம சொல்லுவோம். டீச்சரும் ஒர்க் பண்ணுறது எதுக்கு? இன்கம் ஏர்ன் பண்ணுறதுக்கு தான். ஸோ ஈவன் த டீச்சர், டாக்டர், இன்ஜினியர் ஆல்சோ as an worker only. No, even they work for the money only, for the income only. But they are known as the intellectual. இதே சேம் வந்து ஒரு ரிக்ஷா புல்லராக இருக்கட்டும், ஒரு மேன்சன் கட்டுறவராக இருக்கட்டும், ஒரு குக்காக இருக்கட்டும், அவங்களும் வந்து ஒர்க்கர் தான். தே ஏர்ன் ஃபார் த மணி ஒன்லி, பட் தே ஆர் நோன் ஆஸ் த மேனுவல்னு நம்ம சொல்லுவோம். ஓகேவா? ஸோ அக்கார்டிங் டு மார்ஷல், லேபர் represent service produced by the factors labor which help in yielding an income to the owner of the labor power. கரெக்ட் தானே? ஈவன் இப்போ இந்த மேன்சன் கட்டட கட்டுறவங்கெல்லாம் வேலை செய்கிறவங்கெல்லாம் வந்து they work for the labor. Okay, so these are they have explained about labor, that Marshall has explained about the labor. Now let us see the statistic of the labor. That over means they have given some rules. Let us see. Labor is the eliminate factor of production. Real production எதை உற்பத்தி பண்ணுறதுக்கு எதுவுமே the labor is required. Labor is an active factor of production. Labor impels several types. That maybe I told you now, manual and intellectual. Manual means what we say, the mason, cook, இவங்களெல்லாம் நம்ம வந்து மேனுவலில் பார்த்தோம். இன்டெலெக்சுவலில் வந்து டீச்சர், லாயர் எல்லாம் பார்த்தோம். ஸோ லேண்ட் இஸ் perishable. ஆமாம், லேண்ட் வந்து அழியக்கூடியது கிடையாது. லேண்ட் இஸ் இன்செப்பரபிள் ஃப்ரம் த லேபர். லேபருக்கும் லேண்டுக்கும் சம்மந்தமே கிடையாது. ஓகே, ஸோ லேபர் இஸ் லெஸ் மொபைல் பிட்வீன் places and occupation. Labor is means as well as an end in both the cost of production and the consume of the products. Labor units are heterogeneous. Labors differ in ability. ஆமாம், எல்லா லேபரும் ஒரே மாதிரி இல்லை, அவங்களுடைய எபிலிட்டி தனித்துவம் வாய்ந்ததாக இருக்கும். Labor supply determines its reward. The labor get the reward. That means I explained you, reward means they won't get the medal, everything. Salary only, money they get, what they work for that. So labor has a weak bargaining power. Real தான். Labor has a weak bargaining. என்னது? இப்போ நம்ம if one person work as a labor means miss the income, the salary it is, if it is for one day 500 if they say, then he can't bargain. they don't have the bargain. இல்லை 500 ரூபாய் இல்லை, நீங்கள் ஒரு 600 ரூபாய் கொடுங்க, இல்லை 700 ரூபாய் கொடுங்க. Like that they don't have the bargaining power, is very weak. Okay, so this only we saw in this topic. That means we saw today the labor, about the labor and the land we saw. Okay, so in the next class we will see about the capital and the organization. Okay children, I hope you would have understand whatever I taught you today. Okay, so the homework will be sent through WhatsApp. You see and write it very properly in your economic notebook. Okay children, not only simply writing, by heart the question and answers, everything. Now itself if you by heart for the last time, it will be very useful for you. So in the one time itself you can't by heart all the question and answers, short, that brief, everything. Okay children, so thank you very much.